journey around the nation very easy and very pleasurable. They provide us with venues for our junior science and maths quiz around the nation. KNUST UITS, which is our information technology services, we are grateful to you for providing us with high-speed internet, and we deeply appreciate this. At the beginning of this year's edition, we had some of our quizzes online, and they provided us with the needed bandwidth for our quiz, and so we acknowledge their support. Dex Technologies, they make our science and technology challenge very exciting, very practical, very hands-on. And we are grateful to Dex Technologies for the immense support over the years. We are grateful to Ghana Standards Authority for the generous contribution this year. We deeply appreciate it. We are also grateful to Multi-Credit Savings and Loan for their generous contribution. SteadyX, we are grateful to you for joining us this year. Thank you for coming on board. Nestle Ghana Limited, we appreciate your generous support this year. Our media partner this year is Kesben TV. We are grateful to Kesben TV for telecasting this program live, for amplifying our reach and impact. Because of you, we are able to watch the Junior Science and Maths quiz around the nation. Thank you for partnering with us. Your engaging broadcast and commitments to quality have significantly amplified our reach and impact. We cannot overlook the invaluable support of our head teachers and teachers, coaching these students day and night. We appreciate you even for joining the 2024 edition and for the commitment and for the hard work. We have our audience joining us on all our social media platforms. We acknowledge your presence and we say thank you. Keep the comments coming. We read all your comments and they are exciting to read. And to my in-house audience, please give yourselves a round of applause. This morning, we are all going to journey together with our contestants. We will learn new things and applaud them as they make themselves proud and their schools also proud. I am Professor Mrs. Linda Ahenkra Fonjo, Associate Professor of Chemical Pathology in the School of Medical Sciences, KNUST. And I am delighted, I'm honored to be your quiz mistress for this first round of contest in our semi-finals of the 2024 Junior Science and Maths Quiz edition. I think that deserves a round of applause. Thank you. My contestants, it is no mean an achievement. You have been through the regional competition. You have come all the way to the quarterfinals, and here you are at the semi-finals. What do they deserve? A round of applause, please. We are very, very proud of you for making it this far. It shows that you are among the best and the leading schools in Ghana, representing your school so very well. It is my honor to introduce these schools to you. We have 3 competing schools this morning. First, we have Belhaven Montessori School, and they are represented by
Ibrahim Samira Katari,
Abdul Karim Rajal Tahma.
Thank you very much. And then we have Glorious Child School Limited, and they are also represented by
Samuel Udai,
Ivan Mentabuaje Basic 9.
Thank you. And we also have SOS Hermann Tamale, isn't it? Good. Introduce yourself to us.
I'm Emmanuel Pokuamio.
Alexander Fuku Jr.
Tell us the class in which you are. And then your hobbies. I'm interested in that.
I'm Emmanuel, final year. My hobby is programming.
Programming, wonderful. We have a programmer in the house.
I'm also in final year. My hobbies are also programming and drawing.
Programming and drawing, wonderful, amazing hobbies you have. I'll go back to Glorious Child School and ask you to tell us the form or the class in which you are and your hobbies as well.
Samuel Odai, Basic 9. My hobby is reading.
Reading, good.
I'm Hermann, Basic 9, and I like watching documentaries.
He likes watching documentaries. Which particular one? Wildlife or city life or which one?
City life.
City life, wonderful. You like the architecture of the city life and all that. Beautiful. A round of applause, please. Yes, and Belhaven, my ladies in science.
Ibrahim Samira Katari, Basic 9, and I like reading storybooks.
Storybooks, wonderful.
Abdul Karim Rajal Tahma, Basic 9. I like reading factual books.
She likes reading factual books. Beautiful. We have met our contestants. Please, they deserve a round of applause. It is not easy. Thank you. Glorious child. One more time. Belhaven. One more time. Good. Thank you very much. Now, in this round of competition, we have 5 rounds, namely the fundamentals for round 1, the fastest brain, fastest finger for round 2. Round 3 is the science and technology challenge. Round 4, decoding the clues. Round 5 is the Global Nobel Prize Awards. And for each round, I would read out the instructions at the beginning of the round. And your task would be to listen attentively to the instructions. Again, I would not be repeating my questions, and so I want you to pay attention when I'm reading my questions. Good. And so without much ado, we begin with round 1, the fundamentals. This round consists of questions in biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and ICT. If a school answers a question correctly, 3 points are awarded. If it is incorrectly answered, it becomes available as a bonus to the other 2 schools to compete for. The score for a bonus point question is 1 point. The score for a bonus question, my dear contestants, is 1 point. Schools will have 15 seconds to answer questions that do not require calculations, and 50 seconds to answer questions that require calculations. Each school will have a maximum of 2 attempts for their main question and 1 attempt for a bonus question. So even when the bell for time up has not been read, but they've exhausted their 2 attempts, you can press for a bonus. Are we clear? Not until they've exhausted all their 2 attempts, or you wait for time up, whichever you prefer. But most importantly, allow the school to exhaust their 2 attempts. If you press on their first attempt, you are disqualified. Are we clear? Good. Now, failure to press the buzzer before answering the bonus question nullifies your answer and no point will be awarded even if you are right. Are we clear? And bonus questions are open for the 2 other schools to compete for by ringing your buzzer. So the first to ring gets the opportunity. Now that we have the rules laid down, you all have my best wishes, okay? SOS Hermann, Glorious Child School, Belhaven, Montessori, best wishes to all of you. Question 1, you have a preamble. Give the common name for the following B vitamins. SOS Hermann, vitamin B1.
Niacin.
Incorrect.
Riboflavin.
That is incorrect. Glorious child.
Thymine.
Thymine is correct for a bonus point. Glorious child, your question. Vitamin B12.
Niacin.
That is incorrect.
Riboflavin.
No. SOS Hermann.
Cobalamin.
That is correct for a bonus point. Belhaven, vitamin B3.
Riboflavin.
No.
Niacin.
That is correct for 3 points. You have another preamble, contestant. Explain the following activities based on the information processing cycle. Glorious child. When you use voice commands like Hey Siri or OK Google, how does the system interpret and process your inputs?
So it uses voice recognition or direct data entry, where there's little to no effort for the user to input data into your device. So it makes us ready to accept any information, like voices and data.
Not quite the answer I wanted. Time up. SOS.
So it uses speech recognition and synthesis based on the language model that you are using. So for English, it will recognize the voice pattern in your basically your voice commands, and then interpret it into text and run the appropriate instruction that you want it to run.
I'll give it to you for a bonus. You talked about the voice, the input, and you talked about the natural language processing and interpretation, and then the output. You only missed out on the storage, but it could be optional in not in all cases. So I'll give it to you for a bonus. Now, Belhaven, your question. How does cloud storage, like Google Drive or iCloud, store your documents and make them accessible across devices?
Cloud storage is a storage system which stores information on the internet in the internet. So when you input your information into the storage device, it processes it, then brings it out as the output. Either it stores, then it distributes it.
I'll give it to you for 3 points. SOS Hermann, when you shop online, how does the information processing cycle work from browsing products to completing a purchase?
So when shopping online, a user basically chooses the item they want to buy and add it to the cart. And what they do is that they proceed to the checkout page, and there their credentials are accepted through whether a card or a mobile money service. And once that is done,
And so the data of the product trying to be purchased is recorded.
Slowly. Don't be too close to the microphone.
So the data of the product being purchased is processed and used to come up with certain variables such as price, which are used to then, or which are then given to the user, and which come into effect when the user is paying or checking out. and then the data of the product is recorded.
Oh, I'll give it to you for 3 points. A few things missing, but essentially all the important information were given. Thank you very much. Question 3, you have another preamble. Explain the following in our everyday life. Belhaven. Many shampoos are slightly acidic. How does this help maintain healthy hair and scalp?
Since the shampoo is used to like wash the hair and get rid of certain bacteria in the hair, it must be slightly acidic so as to neutralize some of the germs in the hair and then to promote growth and health.
To promote
the health and the growth of the person, the hair of the person.
I'll give you 1 out of 3. Particularly because you talked about protection against bacteria, but there were other things I expected to hear. So 1 out of 3. SOS Hermann, your main question. How can you use baking soda to neutralize odors in your refrigerator?
Certain odors present in a refrigerator are caused by acidic components from spoiling food, etc. So baking soda can be used to neutralize these acidic components and reduce odor in a refrigerator.
I'll give you 1.5 out of 3. Again, there were certain other things I wanted you to explain, but you only talked about the acidic odor from spoilage food. So 1.5 out of 3. Good. Glorious child, baking powder contains an acid and a base. How does this combination help in baking cakes?
It is both acidic and basic, so that it will be neutral, and then it will form a compound called salt, and then salt is a savory compound that is used in baking cakes.
No. You have 1 more attempt, and that was your bill. SOS, you are disqualified. You didn't allow them exhaust their 2 chances, so you don't have an attempt at this. Time up. So baking soda contains an acid and a base, and it's able to react and produce carbon dioxide, which is a gas. And when heated, it's able to produce the carbon dioxide when it is heated and when it comes in contact with water. And that allows our cake to rise. The cake batter is able to trap that carbon dioxide, allowing it to rise. And when you make your cake, it becomes soft and fluffy. Are we okay? Good. All right. The next set of questions. You have 15 seconds. You have 15 seconds, although this looks like mathematical equations, but they require deductions and not necessarily calculations. And so you have 15 seconds. Now the preamble. For the following quantities, determine whether A is greater than B, B is greater than A, or A and B are equal. Now for this set of questions, you have only 1 attempt, and there are no bonuses. SOS Hermann. A equals volume of a cube with side length A equals 10 centimeters. B equals volume of a sphere with radius equals 10 centimeters.
A is greater than B.
That is incorrect. We move to the next school because you have similar kind of question. Glorious child. A equals surface area of a cone with radius r equals 4 centimeters and height h equals 13 centimeters. B equals surface area of a cylinder with radius r equals 4 and height h equals 12 centimeters.
A is greater than B.
That is incorrect. We move to the next school, Belhaven. A equals the surface area of a rectangular prism with dimensions 8 centimeters by 6 centimeters by 4 centimeters. B equals the surface area of a triangular prism with a base of 6 centimeters by 4 centimeters by 10 centimeters.
B is greater than A.
No. So unfortunately, you all got this round of questions wrong. So for SOS, the volume of a cube is A cube, isn't it? Whilst for the sphere, the volume is 4 over 3 pi r cube, isn't it? And even when you work that out, you realize that B, the value of B is greater than what? A. Okay, the same rule applies for glorious child. Okay, so in your case, B is also greater than A. The same applies to Belhaven. In your case, when you work it out, A is greater than B. All right, we move to the next set of questions. For this set, you have 15 seconds. Glorious Child School Limited. A driver sees what looks like a pool of water on the highway during a hot summer day. Explain why the water disappears as the driver approaches it.
This is because of mirage. So the light rays, due to the hot environment, the heat particles are going to serve as a medium of refraction, which is going to refract the image of the sky, and which is going to look like a pool of water on the ground as the driver looks closer. Yeah, but when it gets closer, it disappears.
So, I would not give it to you. I'll let Belhaven take it as a bonus.
First of all, mirages are formed when the place is hot and the sun rays reflect on water. So that virtual pool of water appears. So as the driver goes near the pool of water, and since it is an optical illusion, it appears to move forward. So the driver can never get to the pool of water since it is not real and virtual.
I would give it to you for a bonus. So, Glorious Child, you beautifully explained the concept of mirage, but you did not explain why the water disappears when the driver approaches it. Did you? You didn't, okay? And that was the main contention of the question. Thank you very much. Belhaven, your question. How can The phenomenon of mirage mislead travelers in a desert.
Since the travelers find themselves in a desert, and usually water is scarce in deserts, the only place they find water is the oasis. The mirage will appear as an oasis to the travelers, which can mislead them because sometimes they use oasis as landmarks to travel.
That is correct for 3 points. SOS. How might understanding the mirage effect be helpful in designing heat-resistant surfaces or roads?
Understanding the concept of a mirage can help engineers to develop roads which are resistant to the effects of mirages by employing certain pigments and construction techniques. And so this can help to eliminate the mirage effect in heat-resistant roads.
Would you want to repeat that, please?
So
Don't
understanding...
be too close to the mic. You have a very beautiful baritone voice. Okay, so go ahead.
Understanding the mirage effect can help engineers to develop heat-resistant roads which are able to resist the effects of mirages by employing special pigments and construction techniques which are able to counteract the effects of refraction.
I'll give it to you for 3 points. Question 6. You have another preamble. The following questions are statements. You are to state whether they are true or false. And these questions cannot be passed on as bonuses. Belhaven. Conserving mangrove forests along the coastline can reduce damage from storms and prevent flooding in nearby villages.
True.
That is correct for 3 points. Glorious child. Removing predators like wolves from a park near your town could lead to an overpopulation of deer, affecting vegetation.
True.
Is correct for 3 points. SOS Hermann. Introducing a foreign plant species into your garden could potentially harm local plants and disrupt the ecosystem.
True.
Is correct for 3 points. Glorious child. A shopkeeper takes a loan at 12% simple interest for 1 year, but repays it in 6 months instead. The interest he pays will be halved.
False.
That is incorrect. SOS Hermann. A student borrows money for tuition at 10% simple interest for 3 years. If the loan amount increases, the interest paid would also increase.
True.
That is correct for 3 points. Belhaven. You lend 2,000 Ghana cedis to a friend for 3 years at 5% simple interest. If the time increases to 4 years, the interest amount will double.
False.
That is correct for 3 points. And on that correct note, we have come to the end of round 1. Can we give them a round of applause, please? So at the end of round 1, Glorious Child School Limited has a score of 4 points. SOS Hermann Tamale has a total of 15.5 points. Belhaven Montessori has a total of 17 points. Now remember, contestants, we have 5 rounds. We've had the first round, and so we are about to begin with round 2, which is the fastest brain, fastest finger round. The instructions. 1 question will be read out, and contestants will compete to be the first to answer. Each question carries a score of 4 points. When a contestant is ready to respond, you are required to press the buzzer before attempting to answer. Answering before pressing the buzzer will disqualify the school from that question. After the buzzer is pressed, the contestants must answer in 3 seconds. If a school gets the question wrong, the 2 remaining schools get to compete to answer. Each school will have a maximum of 1 attempt to answer the question. A wrong answer in this round attracts a penalty point of 1. Once again, my dear contestants and semi-finalists, you have my best wishes. First set of questions. To send, okay, let's test our buzzers before we begin. SOS. Glorious Child. Belhaven. We go one more time. SOS. Glorious Child. Belhaven. Good. To send your email through the internet, which protocol? Glorious Child.
Simple mail transfer protocol.
That is correct for 4 points. Which kingdom do mushrooms? Belhaven.
Kingdom Protoctistan.
Time up. Glorious Child.
Protoctista.
No. SOS.
Fungi.
Panga is correct. What is the angle between two hydrogen atoms in water molecule? SOS?
104.5.
That is correct. Now listen. A bag contains 4 red balls, 6 blue balls, and 5 green balls. A player removes 2 blue balls and 1 green ball and adds 3 red balls and 2 green balls to the bag. After these changes, 2 balls are drawn without replacement. If the first ball drawn is green, what is the probability that the second ball is red? Wow. To my audience, for a wonderful prize. Anybody? Yes, my dear young man. Tell us your name and your school. Don't be shy. From, okay. And that is correct. Can we give him a round of applause? I owe you a prize, okay? Wonderful. Next question. What would happen if a power line becomes short-circuited? SOS?
A power line becomes short-circuited when 2 or more lines touch, thereby allowing current to flow in a different direction, which isn't intended, and also increasing the resistance significantly, causing a lot of heat and causing lots of heat to be produced. And let me take it again. A short line is short-circuited when a power line is short-circuited when a high amount of heat is produced when a power line is short-circuited.
So you see, you have beautifully explained the concept of short circuits. You didn't tell me what will happen. And the question says, what will happen? Okay, so listen to my questions very well. You mentioned heat, but I won't give it to you, okay? I wanted to hear something like fire, or a spark, or a burning smell, and I didn't hear, but you beautifully explained it to me. But because this is the semi-finals, I won't give you the score for that, the mark for that. Next question. What gives muscles their red color? SOS?
myoglobin.
Is correct for 4 points. Next question. A factory operates 10 machines, each rated at 3 kilowatts for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. How much energy in kilowatt hours does the factory consume in a month? Month into brackets, 4 weeks. SOS?
3,600 kilowatt hours.
That is incorrect. That was the bell. Again, I'll throw this to my audience. Anybody? Oh. Nobody? Very simple. So 10 machines, each uses 3 kilowatts. And then it works for 8 hours a day. When you work that out, so for the 10 machines, you get what, 30 kilowatts. And then for 8 hours a day, it means in a day you are consuming 240 kilowatts, isn't it? 5 days a week, you are consuming about 1,002. And then in a month, what would you consume? 4,800 kilowatts, isn't it? Did you get that? Later on, isn't it? Good. The next question. What type of orbitals, Belhaven?
S orbitals.
Pardon?
The S orbitals.
No. Was that a bell? Again. All right. Unfortunately, that was the last question in this series, and so I think because Belhaven got it wrong, it goes to the 2 other schools for a bonus by pressing your buzzer. I didn't finish the question, so I'll finish it. In what type of orbitals are the actinides?
D orbitals.
No. Actinides and lanthanides electrons found. So that brings us to the end of round 2. They are found in the F orbital. The F orbital. Good. At the end of round 2, Belhaven has a total of -2. Glorious Child has a total of 3 points. SOS Hermann Tamale has a total of 9 points. And so when you put round 1 and 2 together, Glorious Child has 7 points in total. Belhaven Montessori has a total of 15 points. SOS Hermann Tamale has a total of 24.5 points. Well done, my contestants. We still have 3 more rounds to go, and so we begin with round 3. Round 3 is our Science and Technology Challenge round. The preamble for you is that one question will be given out to all schools. The question in this round will require contestants to perform a task that will be assessed. The score for this round is 15 points. Contestants will be given up to 15 minutes to complete the task. This round is powered by Dext Science Sets. And so we are coming round with all that you need for round 3. And shortly we'll read our task and our exercise together. labeled A and B, an egg and a table salt. Your task will be 1. Pour the water into beaker A up to 200 ml mark. Do the same to beaker B. Add 3 tablespoons of salt into A and stir thoroughly till the salt is dissolved. Place the egg gently in solution A and observe what happens to the egg. Remove the egg from solution A using the spoon and place it in solution B and observe what happens. And then you have related questions. 1. What were your observations in task 3 and 4? What physical phenomenon is demonstrated in this experiment? Give a reason for the observations in question 1. And finally, give 2 examples of this experiment in our everyday life. You have 15 minutes to complete the task. Your time starts now. have the names of your schools on your task sheets and your answer sheets. Thank you very much. SOS, can I have your answer sheet, Alexander? Please give him a round of applause. Thank you very much. Glorious Child, can I have your sheet? Samuel, please give him a round of applause. Thank you very much. Belhaven, can I have your sheet, please? Tamale, please give her a round of applause. Thank you. So I'm going to take some time to assess what you have done, and then I would announce the scores shortly.
best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, Dex Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior, personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact Dex Technology on 0246 310 704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. Dex Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical. What are the best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, Dex Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior, personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact Dex Technology on 0246 310 704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. Dex Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical.
The Institute of Distance Learning IDL KNUST Kumasi informs the general public that application e-vouchers for admission into the following postgraduate, undergraduate, top-up and diploma programs of the university through the distance learning mode for the 2024-2025 academic year are now on sale. Applicants are to carefully read the entry requirements before selecting the program of choice. We have programs under sciences, agriculture, education, business, built environment, humanities, and engineering. Applicants for all programs must hold either a diploma, a higher national diploma, or a good bachelor's degree from a recognized university. You can visit any of the IDL offices across Ghana. In Kumasi, they are located at the Casley Hayford Building, KNUST campus. In Accra, they are located at the old KNUST guest house near EcoBank headquarters at Abraka, or the KNUST Accra City Center, Kwabenya, or McCarthy and Adenta office. In Takrade, you can find them at 2nd D Takrade, Cancer Road. And in Tamale, they are at Kapohini near the SNIT regional headquarters. Kindly note that programs would only be mounted at centers with the requisite minimum number of qualified applicants. Facilitation is a blend of online and face-to-face sessions on weekends. For more information and in-depth knowledge about the programs, you can visit the KNUST IDL website at idl.knust.edu.gh or call them on 0247 274 661 or 0507 110 005.
Ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. At first, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6, a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science Set has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
Good. We are back and we have our scores for round 3 ready. Contestants, are you ready? Now, before I give out the scores for round 3, I want to quickly make a minor correction. So during the round 2 contest, which is the fastest brain, fastest finger round, there was a question that SOS attempted to give an answer. Now, because he had a very fair idea, but didn't give me the exact answer I wanted, I didn't give him the marks, but also I didn't allow the 2 other schools to compete to answer, which ideally is your right. And so for that reason, we are going to give Glorious Child School Limited and Belhaven Montessori a different question, so you attempt to give an answer. Are we clear? Good. So we want to quickly do that and then we move on. The question is, what process produces heat in a conductor when eddy current passes through it? Time up. Audience? Nobody? So the right answer is induction heating. So since I didn't get an answer, the scores remain the same. Are we clear? Good. And so we move on to our round 3 results or scores. So we read out our task together and the related questions. I have the scores. So Glorious Child, I came round and I saw that you were able to perform the task successfully as expected of you. I did come around, all of you. You were asked to pour the water up to the 200 ml mark. But all of you went beyond that. But I won't penalize you for that. At the end of the day, you were still able to do the experiment. So, Glorious Child, you get your full 3 points for being able to perform the task successfully. You were also able to record your observations rightly. Now, the volume of water increased in A, and the egg floated on the surface, which is right. In task 4, you stated that the egg sank to the bottom, which is also right, and so you get 4 points for that. The next question was, what physical phenomenon is demonstrated in this experiment? You've stated that in this experiment, density is the physical phenomenon that is demonstrated in this experiment. In this experiment, density, which is the mass to volume ratio, was demonstrated. Unfortunately, that's not exactly the right term I wanted, and so you score no points for that. The phenomenon is buoyancy, and that is what I wanted to see. Task 3, give reason for the observation. You rightly stated the reason that in task 3, the egg floated because the salt that was added to the solvent made the mass to volume ratio low, and so the egg floated. However, in task 4, the egg was submerged in the liquid because the density of the egg was more than that of the water. Very correct, and so you get 4 points for that. You are to give 2 examples of this in everyday life. You talk about the floating of ships on water bodies due to hollow bases and more solvents. And then you talked about the sinking and floating of submarines, which also is correct. So you get 2 points for that. And in total, you get 13 out of 15 points. Belhaven, you also conducted your experiment as expected, so 3 points. Your observations were rightly recorded. You said in the salt solution, the egg was observed to be floating, whilst in solution B, it was seen to sink. So the observations were right, so you get 4 points for that. The physical phenomenon, you stated flotation, which I would allow, and so give you 2 points for that. Talk about difference in density of the 2 fluids. For question 3, your observation, give reason for the observation in question 1. So the salt added to solution A increased the density of water, which led to the egg to float in it, but solution B, there is no impurities added. The egg's density overweighed that of the water, hence it sank. Very correct, I give you your 4 points. And then give 2 examples of this experiment in our everyday life. You talk about the submarine. Say a submarine has a water tank which it opens to allow water out so as to sink and fills so that it can float. And then you talk about when you put, for your second example, you said when you put raw meat in water, it sinks. But when preparing soup and add all the ingredients, the meat is seen to float. For this, I'll give you 1 out of 2. And so in total, you get 14 out of 15 points. SOS, you did the experiment right, so 3 points. Your observation in the task, you said task 3, the egg floats in solution A, 2 points. The egg sinks to the bottom of the beaker in solution B, so 2 points. And so for that question, you get your 4 points. The physical phenomenon, you talk about flotation or buoyancy, so you get your 2 points for that. Give reason for the observation in question 1. You say the egg floats in solution A because the density of the solution A is higher than that of the egg due to the presence of dissolved impurities. Task 4, you say the egg sinks in solution B because the density of B is smaller than that of the egg. Therefore, not enough upthrust is generated to keep the egg afloat. Correct, for 4 points. And then you give two examples. You say, testing for the quality of eggs bought from a store. I would allow that. And then you talk about ship are able to stay afloat on water. I would allow that too. And so you get the total of 15 points. Well done, contestants. And so at the end of round 3, Glorious Child has a total of 20 points. Belhaven has a total of 29 points. And SOS Hermann Tamale has a total of 39.5. Well done to my semi-finalists. We have 2 more rounds to go, my dear contestants, and it could still be anybody's game. And so we move to round 4, which is the decoding the clues. Your preamble. The question will be read out as a series of clues. If the question is answered on the first clue, 6 points. If answered correctly on the second clue, 5 points. On the third clue, 4 points. On the fourth or any other indication, 3 points. Contestants are to press the buzzer before attempting to answer the question. Failure to press the buzzer before answering disqualifies you from that question and nullifies your answer even if you are right. Now, before we move on, we have a few changes to make. So for round 4, we have Samuel going out and Princess coming in. Can we give Samuel a round of applause? Well done, Samuel. And let's welcome Princess as she takes her seat. Good. Introduce yourself to us, your class, and your hobbies.
I'm Princess Riafi, and I'm in Basic 9. For me, I like to design my own dresses during my free time, so I love to be a fashion designer when I grow up.
Wonderful. Beautifully said. She already knows what she wants to do in future, a fashion designer. I'll come to you, okay, for my dresses to be made. Good. So we want to quickly test our buzzers before we begin. SOS, Glorious Child, Belhaven. We'll go again. SOS, Glorious Child, Belhaven. Good. Thank you very much. Set 1. I am something fleeting, always moving, yet you cannot hold me in your hands. Glorious Child.
Cloud.
No. I am often counted but not seen, marking moments as they pass. People race against me, though I'm part of something infinite. SOS?
Time.
No.
Time.
I can think but not talk. Belhaven.
Clock.
No. I'll read that completely, and I'm sure you will have an idea. And I am the smallest piece of an hour. Audience? Seconds. So seconds. You all have an idea, but you didn't get the exact word. Good. Set 2. I am something you will welcome. Thinking I bring gifts, but my true intent is hidden. I am named after a famous deception from ancient SOS.
Trojan horse. Trojan horse.
I am named after a famous deception from ancient history crafted to breach defenses. Belhaven.
Trojan.
In the digital world, I disguise myself as something useful, but I bring harm instead. I am not a standalone attacker. I often pave the way for others by sneaking into your system. My name is a wooden structure from Greek mythology, but in cyberspace, I am a malicious program. What am I? Glorious child?
A polymorphic virus.
No. Audience? Nobody. So the word I wanted to hear is Trojan horse virus. So SOS, you said Trojan horse. Trojan horse could be anything without the virus. Are we clear? You know, the wooden structure itself was called a Trojan horse, isn't it? So without the virus, I won't accept. Good. Set 3. I am a path, but not one you can walk. I'll repeat that. I am a path, but not one you can walk on. I connect points to allow creating a continuous loop. Glorious child?
Second.
Is correct on the second clue. Fourth and last set of the decoding the clue round. I am a special focal point in the digital world. You may not be able to see me without looking closer. SOS.
Pixel.
Come again.
Pixel. Pixel.
No. I am where the action happens, though I do not move unless you guide me. In spreadsheets, I am the chosen one. Belhaven.
An active cell.
Is correct on the fourth clue. And that brings us to the end of round 4. Please give my contestants a round of applause. So for round 4, SOS Hermann Tamale had no points. Glorious Child School had 5 points. Belhaven Montessori had 3 points. Putting all together, Glorious Child has 25 points. Belhaven has 32 points. SOS Hermann has 39.5 points. Please, they deserve a better round of applause. Thank you. Before we begin the last round of the day, we have some substitutions. So, SOS, Emmanuel is going out and Clotilda is coming in. Can we give them a round of applause? Well done, Emmanuel. We are proud of you. Glorious Child, Princess is going out and Obrimpon is coming in. Can we give them a round of applause? Thank you, Princess. Belhaven, Samira is going out and Aisha is coming in. Well done, Samira. Good. So we'll ask the contestants for Glorious Child to introduce himself to us.
Basic 9.
Your hobbies?
I like watching films.
You like watching films. What kind of films? Documentaries. All right, thank you, Obrimpon. And then we have the contestant for Belhaven. Can you introduce yourself to us?
My name is Mahami Aisha Wunichi, Basic 9, and I like reading.
She likes reading. Wonderful. And then we have for SOS. Introduce yourself to us.
Miss Edwin Awinsuna Yakobe, and I like to code and play football.
Good. Coding and playing football. Your favorite team?
Liverpool.
Liverpool. And your favorite player?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Hey, 0. Good. So Alexander left and Edwin joined us. Well done, Alexander. We are so proud of all of you. Good. Who else is yet to introduce himself? Everybody.
I'm Clotilda Anab. I'm in Basic 8 and I like to draw.
She likes to draw. Wow, wonderful hobbies that you all have. Are we all ready, contestants? Yes. Edwin, you need a paper. Good. Edwin needs a paper. Can we kindly pass on a paper to Edwin? Ready, contestants? We want to test our buzzers quickly. Belhaven. Glorious Child. SOS. One more time. Belhaven. Glorious Child. SOS. So round 5. There will be 3 sets of questions in this round. Each set has a main question and 2 sub-questions. Schools will compete to be the first to ring their buzzer. The first school to ring its buzzer will be allowed to answer the first question. If the school answers the question correctly, they have the right to answer the subsequent questions. The main question will be passed on for full marks if it is incorrectly answered by the school that rings the buzzer first. Sub-questions in this set will be passed on as bonuses if it is incorrectly answered. Bonus question will be competed for by pressing the buzzer. 3 points will be awarded for answering the main question correctly, and 1 point each for the sub-questions. A point will be awarded for questions answered as bonus in this round. When any of the competing schools is not able to answer the question, that question ends. Are we clear? Good. We begin. Do we want to test the buzzers one more time? Belhaven, Glorious Child, SOS. Thank you very much. Question 1. Who were the scientists awarded for the Nobel Prize for their work on cell cycle regulators? Good. Or not so good. No one could answer my question, and so that question ends. Question 2. What facility was responsible for the direct detection of gravitational waves leading to the 2017 Nobel Prize in Physics? Belhaven.
In the year 2017, the Nobel Prize in Physics was awarded, and it was the decisive contributions of the LIGO detector by the observation and gravitational waves. Therefore, the facility that ensured this was the LIGO facility.
What is the full meaning of LIGO? And spell your LIGO.
Capital L, capital I, capital G, and capital O.
What is the full meaning? I'll give it to you. So, if you know the abbreviation, you should know the full meaning. Don't learn in isolation, okay? I would allow you the subsequent question. Who were the recipients of the 2017 Nobel Prize in Physics for the detection of the gravitational waves?
Rainer Weiss, Kipton, and Barry Barish.
And that is correct. You have earned the right to answer the next question as well. Why was the direct detection of gravitational waves a groundbreaking discovery in physics?
Yeah, it was a groundbreaking discovery because it was the first time that kind of experiment was made in the universe, and because it dealt with gravitational waves, it involved the gravity and other forces that were on the Earth. So therefore, it was groundbreaking. That means that it was the foundation of many of the forces in the universe.
So many of the awards for Nobel Prize are groundbreaking. But unfortunately, you didn't give me the answer I was expecting to hear. So you don't get the point for that. Bonus to the two other schools. I guess that was the bell for the bonus. Audience, So, this was groundbreaking because it paved the way for a new way to observe the universe and also allowed for scientists to be able to study cosmic events like the black hole. Okay? Are we clear? Good. Question 3. Who received the 2004 Nobel Prize in Chemistry, Belhaven?
Aaron Saikanova, Avram Hershko, and Aaron Rose.
And that is The next question. You have earned the right to answer the next question. Are you okay? What are molecular motors?
Molecular motors, they are electrical gadgets that deal with molecules of atoms to operate well or to perform their functions on the principle of electricity or other known principles.
Repeat that for me, my dear.
Molecular motors, they are electrical gadgets that deal with molecules of ions. Molecular motors, they are electrical gadgets that deal with ions or atoms to operate and on the principle of electricity or other known principles or other scientific principles.
No. Who knows to the other two schools? So, molecular motors are tiny molecules that convert chemical energy into mechanical work, which allows for processes like cell division, contraction, and intracellular transport of living organisms. Are we clear? Good. Now, because we couldn't, okay, the next question. All right. You can go to the next question, right? How do molecular motors play a role in the human body's functioning? Of course, it's to Belhaven.
Molecular motors, since they convert chemical energy.
Hold on. My dear, carry on.
Molecular motors, since they convert chemical energy to mechanical energy, in the human body system, it helps convert food into energy that can help the body to perform movable functions or the mechanical functions such as moving, running, and doing other stuff that involve locomotion.
Would you want to go over that again for me, Aisha? Calmly, take your time. You're doing good.
Since molecular motors convert chemical energy into mechanical energy, in the human body system, it converts the food taken into the body, which is chemical energy, to to other forms of energy, which is the mechanical energy that helps the body to perform locomotive functions, such as running, cooking, washing, etc.
I'll give it to you. So we'll go on a very short break and then we'll return. are back. We needed to make a little clarification. So the last question, question 3, and the first question in that subset, Belhaven rightly answered that question, and so you get your full marks. And then we went to the sub-questions. Unfortunately, you couldn't answer the sub-question, which was passed on as a bonus to the 2 other schools, and none of them were able to answer, which means that all 3 schools, none of you were able to answer question 2, or the sub-question. Are we clear? And so, by the rules of the game, that question ends. Yes, speak into the mic.
Says the major question, that's when the question will be nullified. But she answered the major question, but the first subsequent question was not answered. So according to your rules, the last one will be fighted for amongst the three schools. So we are like,
so listen to the last rule, which I read out. When any of the competing schools is not able to answer a question, the question ends.
but the second question too, we were unable to answer the first sub question, but after no school could answer it, you read the last subsequent question, which we answered. So why are you now telling us that the last one too? Is it not the same thing?
Question 2, you answered your main question correctly, which was the legal question.
Yes.
And then you gave me the right answer to the award winners, right? So you earned the right for the third question.
But it's not only the main question that you have to answer to earn right to all the questions.
You answer the main question right, which was the legal question. Is that clear? And then you answered this first sub-question right, correct? You gave me the 3 recipients of that award. And because you were right, you earned the right to answer the last question. But you didn't get it right. For a bonus, no school got it right as well. Are we okay, Tama?
No.
You are not. Which part?
The last part.
For question 2 or question 3?
The question you are nullifying.
We are going by the rules, my dear. Okay?
But we answer the question.
The Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology is a beacon of academic excellence in Ghana. In an era where education transcends traditional boundaries, KNUST is at the forefront championing the cause of e-learning. This is the story of how we have embraced technology to foster excellence in education across diverse disciplines. The year 2020 brought unprecedented challenges for the COVID-19 pandemic. As campuses worldwide shut down, the need for a robust e-learning system became imperative. KNUST was no exception.
One day we were in class, and all of a sudden, everything went online. It was very overwhelming at first.
Adapting to the new normal, KNUST swiftly transitioned to online learning. Virtual classrooms, digital assignments, and online assessments became the new standard.
Our priority was to ensure that learning did not stop. So we took advantage of the situation to train our faculty, equip our students with the technological skills, and then bridge the gap to ensure that learning online comes in to support the gap that was created.
Recognizing the need for a dedicated facility to support e-learning, the Office of the Vice-Chancellor established the KNUST E-Learning Center. This center became the heartbeat of our digital education initiatives.
So the e-learning center was a strategic move by management to centralize our e-learning efforts. It became a hub for training, for innovation, and for equipping our learners and faculty with the skills required in the times.
The KNUST E-Learning Center is a hub of innovation and leadership within Ghana's esteemed Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Guided by our core values of excellence, innovation, and integrity, we leverage cutting-edge technologies and pedagogical strategies to foster teaching and learning and knowledge creation. The KNUST E-Learning Center offers a comprehensive suite of services tailored to meet the evolving needs of stakeholders. These include online teaching and learning, video conferencing, proctor services, webinar series, and podcast. To ensure seamless service delivery, the center operates through various departments. The instructional design team integrates technology into learning design. The systems support team maintains IT systems, and the service support team offers call center and help desk services, among others. The center also operates through specialized subunits, including the Design and Publicity Unit, Training and Research, Full Online Programs Unit, Proctor and Assessment Unit, and the Immersive Learning and Pedagogy Unit, leveraging VI technologies. The center firmly believes in the power of robust digital literacy skills. We organize diverse capacity building activities for faculty members and students, ensuring continuous improvement in digital literacy.
As the Training and Research Unit at the KNUST E-Learning Center, our training sessions are designed to equip participants with the skills they need to thrive in a digital learning environment.
With the help of e-learning, we are able to submit online assignments wherever we are, and we are also able to access course materials online. I thank KNUST for bringing this initiative to Obuasi campus. With this, we are able to have the same experience as those on main campus.
For me, the advent of e-learning is a blessing in disguise. At the initial stages when the talk of e-learning began, I was among those who were very skeptical because I don't like computers. But the structure that the university put in place and the kind of training that was provided has made life so easy. It is so easy now for me to schedule a class online. It's so easy for me to take the class. It's easy for me to connect my electronic board, and I'm able to work equations. I'm able to write for them to see as though we were in the classroom.
The center offers a platform for regular live podcast e-counseling sessions, covering a wide range of topics from mental health to overall well-being. These sessions are targeted at students in the broader university community. The full online programs office manages 3 fully online programs in collaboration with the Department of Teacher Education, KNUST. Additionally, the center offers a comprehensive catalogue of online and blended short courses tailored for the university community and the general public.
We believe in bringing courses, short courses to be specific, to the doorsteps of learners and prospective applicants. And so far, in collaboration with the Center for Capacity Building and Innovations, the e-learning center has rolled up several fully online short courses. Some serving the health community, such as the responsible pet ownership, the occupational health and safety, some in the areas of language, like English language proficiency certificate short course, even some in sign language and Chinese as well. We have also rolled up short courses in monitoring and evaluation, public relations, and so many others are still in the pipeline, serving the wider community. We invite you all to take advantage of the short certificate courses and obtain the KNUST brand.
Since 2022, the KNUST e-learning center has celebrated e-learning awareness week annually, promoting e-learning within the university community. The center also organizes the e-learning international conference, a premier event in digital education, showcasing KNUST's dedication to shaping the future of digital education. Over the years, the center has established mutually beneficial partnerships with a variety of esteemed organizations, enhancing our capabilities and outreach in the field of education.
In this particular maiden edition of the Ghana e-learning conference, I think we've done excellently, and everybody who has participated in this conference would say that this has been an excellent participation. So I'm delighted that we had opportunities and we seized the opportunities, and then we gave an excellent account of ourselves.
The center is involved in several impact projects such as the MasterCard e-learning initiative, the Partnership for Enhanced and Blended Learning (PEBL), and the e-learning Happy Training Program. These initiatives aim to enhance the delivery of high-quality, inclusive online instruction and support students' virtual learning experiences. The center features a variety of specialized spaces to enhance e-learning and support educational initiatives. These include instructional design centers, computer labs, photo studios, podcast studios, VR studios, and recording studios, among others.
I love this smile to innovative learning, and that is what, as a university, and for that matter, the leading science and technology university in this country, we will keep smiling and pushing the frontiers and ensuring that we are never left behind. Rather, we will always be the pace setters. Thank you. Thank you.
The journey of e-learning at the KNUST is a testament to our commitment to excellence. Through innovation, resilience, and collaboration, we have transformed challenges into opportunities. As we continue to forge ahead, we remain dedicated to fostering an environment where every student can thrive. This is just the beginning of our journey towards a brighter, more inclusive future in education. KNUST e-learning center. Just a click. The Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology is a beacon of academic excellence in Ghana. In an era where education transcends traditional boundaries, KNUST is at the forefront championing the cause of e-learning. This is the story of how we have embraced technology to foster excellence in education across diverse disciplines. The year 2020 brought unprecedented challenges with the COVID-19 pandemic. As campuses worldwide shut down, the need for a robust e-learning system became imperative. KNUST was no exception.
One day we're in class, a and all of a sudden, everything went online. It was very overwhelming at first.
Adapting to the new normal, KNUST swiftly transitioned to online learning. Virtual classrooms, digital assignments, and online assessments became the new standard.
Our priority was to ensure that learning did not stop. So we took advantage of the situation to train our faculty, equip our students with the technological skills, and then bridge the gap to ensure that learning online comes in to support the gap that was created.
Recognizing the need for a dedicated facility to support e-learning, the Office of the Vice-Chancellor established the KNUST E-Learning Center. This center became the heartbeat of our digital education initiatives.
So the e-learning center was a strategic move by management to centralize our e-learning efforts. It became a hub for training, for innovation, and for equipping our learners and faculty with the skills required in the times.
The KNUST E-Learning Center is a hub of innovation.
The ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. At first, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6, a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science Sets has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
Our cherished and distinguished alumni and ever-supportive stakeholders of our great university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Thank you very much for the privilege and the honor to come your way briefly with a few thoughts on the KNUST Day of Giving. This is a special day to honor, appreciate, and celebrate the hen that laid the golden eggs after 70 years of existence and global impact. On Friday, the 6th of October 2023, we shall all show our appreciation to KNUST by making financial donations to the university towards a noble cause in an innovative online fundraising initiative that is dubbed the KNUST Day of Giving. Our target is to raise 200 million Ghana cedis to build a 2,000 bed space hall of residence at KNUST to solve one of the biggest problems of our students and management: accommodation on campus for students. I am therefore calling on the magnanimity of all alumni, industry and business partners, staff, students, and all friends of KNUST to kindly make financial donations electronically in any major currency on the KNUST Day of Giving. I am extremely pleased to announce to you that you are an automatic champion for this great and noble assignment.
What are the best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, Dex Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior, personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact Dex Technology on 0246 310 704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. Dex Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical.
The Institute of Distance Learning IDL KNUST Kumasi informs the general public that application e-vouchers for admission into the following postgraduate, undergraduate, top-up and diploma programs of the university through the distance learning mode for the 2024-2025 academic year are now on sale. Applicants are to carefully read the entry requirements before selecting the program of choice. We have programs under sciences, agriculture, education, business, built environment, humanities, and engineering. Applicants for all programs must hold either a diploma, a higher national diploma, or a good bachelor's degree from a recognized university. You can visit any of the IDL offices across Ghana. In Kumasi, they are located at the Casley Hayford Building, KNUST campus. In Accra, they are located at the old KNUST guest house near EcoBank headquarters at Abraka, or the KNUST Accra City Center, Kwabenya, or McCarthy and Adenta office. In Takrade, you can find them at 2nd Takrade, Cancer Road. And in Tamale, they are at Kapohini near the SNIT regional headquarters. Kindly note that programs would only be mounted at centers with the requisite minimum.
Going on two major questions actually. But on the last question of the day, which is around question 3 of the Global Nobel Prize Award, I think we have all come to the conclusion that there was no need to read out the third question. And so no marks will be awarded to the school for that question. Safe. We all agree on that. Now, in the round 1, I believe, give me a moment to go back to that question. Round 1, question 3, which was on many shampoos are slightly acidic. How does this help maintain healthy hair and scalp? And for that question, the total mark is 3 points. Now we have reviewed the videos, and based on the response that Belhaven gave, they gave me one reason. And per my scheme, I awarded them 1 out of 3, and that hasn't changed. Now for SOS Hermann Tamale, their question was, how can you use baking soda to neutralize odors in your refrigerator? We have equally reviewed the videos, and I gave them 1.5 out of 3. Again, per my marking scheme, I stand by my 1.5 to SOS Hermann Tamale. And so that said, we'll go back to round 5 and announce the scores. SOS Hermann Tamale at the end of round 5 had 0 points. Glorious Child School had 0 points. Belhaven Montessori had 7 points. And so putting all the 5 rounds together, Glorious Child School Limited had a total of 25 points. Belhaven Montessori School, a total of 39 points. SOS Hermann Tamale, with a very close call, had a total of 39.5 points. Which means that at the end of our first contest in this semi-final round, the school progressing to the next stage of the competition is SOS Hermann Tamale. Congratulations to you, and well done, Glorious Child School Limited. Well done, Belhaven Montessori School. You have represented your schools very well. I am indeed very proud of you, and I think that you deserve another round of applause. We want to say thank you to all our participating schools. Thank you for being a part of the 2024 edition. We look forward to seeing you in our next contest and subsequently in our next competition. Thank you all very much, To all our audience online and in person, we say thank you, and it is bye from all of us. Thank you.